Made good money this year? Cool. The IRS wants its cut.
Did you plan for it? Most people don't.
That's why they get crushed.
We're two accountants who've seen it all, and we're breaking it down so it doesn't happen to you.
Two accountants talking shit. Let's go, Gary. Two accountants talking shit. I'm Mike.
I'm Gary.
Today we have our guest, a guy that we actually know, a friend of ours. His name's Grant Lang. He's had a few different businesses. If I forget one, let me know. There's roofing. There's dumpsters. There's the clubs. Did you raise pigeons?
I did raise pigeons, and I sold pigeons. Didn't pay taxes on that though.
Oh, cut. No. So there's got to be more. This guy, Grant's kind of a jack of, of many trades. I wouldn't say all trades, but there are a few of them. There's got to be. So what are some other like hustles you had growing up? Well, first of all, where'd you grow up?
I grew up in the Bronx and Mount Vernon, right on the border of both of them there in Westchester County.
You were a DJ.
I was a DJ.
You're still a DJ, aren't you?
Yeah, I've been an entrepreneur my whole life. My first gig was 7 years old. I used to carry packages at the supermarket, and people would just give you a tip. So the carriages couldn't go into the parking lot, so we would carry the bags for the people and put it in their cars, or watch their bags, and they'd come with a car.
Why couldn't the carriages go in the parking lot?
Because they would steal the carriages.
Oh, you lived in a rough neighborhood. Huh?
It was a rough neighborhood. Yeah.
Well, how is the dumpster business? Heard that's a tricky one.
Yeah. So my primary business was roofing.
Wait, what did you do first? Dumpsters or roofs?
No, it was roofing.
Roofing, because you had to get the dumpsters.
I couldn't get a dumpster quick enough.
Okay.
So we would do a roof a day. The guys would rip the roof off. The dumpster companies wouldn't come. I'd have roofing all over people's yards. So one day I just said, you know what? I got to get my own dumpster truck and some containers.
How many flat tires did you have?
We did a lot. We did a lot of flat
tires. Seems like every time I get a new
years.
roof, one of my cars gets a flat tire.
Yeah. That's like a given.
Yeah.
You're gonna get a flat tire.
All right, so you're gonna get a flat tire.
Any challenges in those businesses?
Well, in the roofing bit, I started out with kitchens and bathrooms, and roofing was the one that if the roof doesn't leak, the customer's not going to bother you. If you do a kitchen, a bathroom, if a tile is off a little, or the guys don't take their shoes off going in the house, you need to be, if you're going to do kitchens and bathrooms, you can't duplicate it. You have to be there all the time. With roofing, I was able to get separate crews, do 2-3 jobs a day, and as long as the roof doesn't leak, nobody complains. So that's when I primarily got into roofing. And then when I couldn't get the dumpsters quick enough, I ended up getting into the dumpster business.
Where was that at?
That was in Danbury, Connecticut.
Nice.
Yep.
Does the mob still kind of run the dumpster? And
we had a little bit of an issue. So back then, this was during the time of Yellow Pages. So there was like a little.
What's that?
Yeah, right. Exactly. That's what my kids would say.
Right.
But so I said I bought 3 trucks and like 60 containers, and the Yellow Pages were coming out in August, but I wasn't getting the trucks until October. So the Yellow Page comes out. I take a full page ad because nobody else had a full page ad. I figured, perfect, full page ad. I'm going to be first. So the full page ad comes out. I don't have any dumpsters in the truck yet. I get a phone call. Who are you? I said, this is Atlas Roll-Offs. How could I help you? Well, who are you? The guy says so. End up having to have a meeting with them. And there was 26 other garbage companies in where I live in Westchester, Fairfield County. They all made a deal to do half-page ads.
Why? How would they all make?
They
why would they all do
colluded?
that?
Yeah, they colluded. So everybody just do a half-page ad, so we don't all have to do a full-page ad. But at this time, there was 26 companies. One company owned 20 of them, of the 26.
Right.
So I go into his office and he's like, listen, we're going to take this ad and the phone number.
Your ad.
Yeah, they're going to take my ad.
Yeah.
They're going to take it.
Why do they think they're going to be able to take it?
Well, because I didn't get permission and this was the deal they had. Nobody did a full page ad.
Okay.
So it's like, all right, we're going to take your phone number and this ad. We'll pay the ad, of course, and you just come up with another name and another phone number. But I was like, I just refinanced my house to put down payments on these things. And back then there was no Google. The only way to get business was the Yellow Pages. How was I going to get any business if I didn't That was a bit of a challenge there. So
so they took your phone number.
Your phone number.
They didn't get to take the phone number.
Did you have to like pay
ad.
homage? Like, hey, he's a percentage.
Well, you know, you don't go into those kind of meetings, you know, talking tough. I just, you know, took everything that he said. And I was fortunate enough that my grandfather had some friends that were in that type of business.
Okay. That helps you out.
You know, a couple of days later, I get a phone call and he says, why didn't you tell me you knew this person? And, you know, we could work something out. You know, you're going to keep your phone number, you keep your name, but you're going to dump here and don't solicit our customers. And
yeah, all right, so it worked out. But you're not in that business anymore.
No.
Then you went straight just into roofing?
Well, the friend that I knew had passed away. And at the funeral, they said if I'd like to sell the business. And I said,
you'd like to, or would you like to?
Would you like to? And I said, for the right price.
And they said, this is the price?
No, they said, go home and think of a price and come back and tell me. And that was it. I went back and told them no negotiation, no nothing. They said, okay.
Well, it's good to see that you're still alive.
Yeah, it is.
You're still with us, Grant.
And I've stuck to the roofing.
We never would have met
then.
you if if things had gone differently.
Yeah.
Yep.
How long was it before you started thinking about taxes? Like, what was the first thing that made you like focus on taxes in your business?
Like getting a big bill after, you know, I never really had a business accountant. I had more like an accountant that, like, you know, my first accountant was, you know, you go into Walmart and get like one of those generic companies that, you know, but then I got an accountant, but he was more like a personal accountant, handling W-2s and stuff. So all of a sudden I got a huge bill. I thought I'm going to go do my taxes and get money back.
Right.
Yeah, that's a misnomer. People think that they're always going to get a refund when they don't even pay in. It's a refund.
Yeah, yeah. I basically, that's what I was thinking. I was thinking I'm going to go do my taxes. I made a lot of money. I did a lot of business. I'm going to get a lot of money back. That was not the case.
Right. You weren't making quarterly estimated tax payments, I assume?
I didn't even know what quarterly estimated taxes were.
How many people do?
Not many people.
So the three things: set aside 30%, pay quarterly, and don't wait until April to plan.
Yeah. It sounded like you didn't have a tax problem. You had a tax planning problem. That's how
I didn't wait till April, Mike, to plan. I actually filed an extension and waited till October. To pay.
Yeah, don't wait till October either. That's right. Oh, that's right.
Well, like many people don't know. Even if you file an extension, you still owe those taxes on April.
That's right.
In April.
Yeah, no.
And so
I
if you
know
don't
that
pay
now, but at the time I figured
it's accruing interest.
I could just file an extension and
everything's forgiven. Everything's cool.
You know what
That's
I mean?
right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Maybe they'd forget.
Yeah, we see that all the time, right? People will come to us and it's, you know, the first year or two, you might be losing money or not making much money. It's not that big of a deal. It's always the first year somebody makes a decent amount of money and they get that, you know, they make $200,000, they get a bill for $60,000, $70,000. Like, whoa, what do you mean I owe 60? And they haven't saved that up or anything usually, right? So they get to the...
No, I did. I grew up broke, so I finally got some money, you know, and I was like, all right.
Were you rich?
Bronx rich. Bronx rich. Yeah, there you go.
At least you were Bronx rich.
Yeah, at least I was ghetto rich. Yeah, but at least I could say I was rich.
That's right.
You
That's
know?
right. Nice.
That's good.
Nice.
That's good. So so now you're in the restaurant business. You've been around restaurants your whole life. Not saying you're a big guy. That didn't come out right. Never trust a skinny chef.
That's right.
That's true.
That's right. That's right.
No, I enjoy eating out at nice restaurants. I have, you know.
Well, you're an owner of a restaurant, right?
Yeah. We just got it's a rooftop restaurant bar. We just acquired it a couple weeks ago, and we're doing some renovations.
What kind of stuff you're doing to it?
Mostly new furniture, mostly painting, cosmetic, furniture.
You keeping track of all those expenses?
Yes.
The tax code's changed recently.
That's
Yeah.
right.
In a good way for
I know a
business
guy,
owners.
Grant. I know a guy.
Yeah, and I know a
And
couple
so
guys.
there's a lot of different depending on what you're doing, but the different improvements that could be, expense faster than they could have been in the past.
Yeah, that's absolutely true.
Yeah.
With
The
new
tax code has
bill.
never been this business friendly.
That's right. That's right.
So
Yeah, well, tell us about your new restaurant. Like, now's the time to plug it.
Yeah, so it's
We've got dozens of listeners.
oh, there you go. It's in Long Island City, Queens. It's a beautiful view of New York City.
What's it called?
The name is actually being announced tomorrow.
Well, by the time
Okay.
this is released,
Okay.
go ahead and tell us.
It's going to be called Alto Rooftop.
Nice.
That name sucks.
We might change it.
Atlas. go to Atlas. What about Atlas?
The Atlas. Well, Atlas was
What was the whole name of the dumpster business?
Atlas roll-offs.
What?
Atlas roll-offs. So those are roll-off containers.
Yeah.
So I got the encyclopedia, and I started from the beginning because back then, like I said, yellow page positioning was important.
Mhm.
So I got to the A's, and there was a guy with like the world on his shoulder,
Yes.
and he was
Mhm.
Atlas.
Mhm.
Right. Right.
Is that who he is?
Yeah.
So he looked strong, and I said, these dumpsters are going to be strong, so we're going to be
That's not a bad name.
Atlas
Yeah,
roll-offs.
I like it.
So what? So yeah, maybe the rooftop could be. What is it again?
It's-
Alfonso's?
No, Alfonso's is not bad.
Not bad.
Alfonso's is not bad
Not at all.
This is not bad.
I mean, I want something small. We've been kicking a few things around. I want something, Zuma, Tao.
Those are both taken.
Yeah, I know. I can't take Zuma, Tao, or
Like something
Nobu.
short and sweet.
yeah, something.
1, 2
I want
syllables.
4 letters. I'd like something with like the little thing on top of it. What's that called?
Oh, the enye or
Or
the carrot.
accent mark?
Beignet, or like just like a little thing,
Yeah.
Little
a little
accent.
French thing or something.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
French or Italian thing.
Mhm.
Yeah. What kind of food is it going to be?
It's gonna be like shareable stuff. It's not like a place you're gonna come for a sit down dinner. It's more gonna be like tuna tartare, beef carpaccio,
Nice.
some hummus, stuff like that. Shareable things that the people could share. It's more to eat so that they keep drinking. It's gonna be,
Nice.
more of a place for.
That sounds good. I can't wait to check it out. I haven't been yet.
Yeah. You have a tax strategy, record
don't.
keeping
I
strategy.
don't.
Do you know any accountants?
Yeah, I happen to know.
You know a couple.
I know a few.
You know a few.
All
You know a
right.
few.
Well, good. We'll keep you straight. It's all in the planning.
That's right. That's right.
Mm-hmm. So we'll help you out as much as we can. We don't want anything for free. What's the clientele going to be like? Young?
So Long Island City
Old.
is an up and coming beautiful area. When I
Yeah.
was younger, I mean, it's not the kind of place you visited, but now it's beautiful. There's it's like $5,000-$6,000 for a 2-bedroom apartment over there. So there's a great demographics are like 25 to 40 years old, or 60% of the people, and they're young professionals. So that's pretty much the target that we're looking for.
Very cool.
Sweet. Sounds fun. All right. So what else? You're taking care of your books. You're thinking about taxes. Don't get behind. Any other? Okay, about some gambling. You mentioned you got a WG.
That's the one time I got behind. I got
A lot of people do.
So I won. I placed in a poker tournament, and
What tournament was it? Big, small?
it was a WP event.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it was a
Were you
WP
like
event.
nationally ranked?
Yeah, at one time I was
What was the highest you ever got?
I was top 40 in 1 year.
That's really
In the
good.
country?
Yeah, top 40 in
Wow.
In the
country.
world, no?
Yeah, pretty much the world. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So that gave me a free entry into a $2 million free roll tournament.
Okay.
That I don't know if you've ever heard of these players. Like Phil Ivey played in it.
Oh yeah.
Phil Ivey, Phil Hellmuth, Doyle Brunson, and that one I made $75,000.
Are you gonna
I
run
came in
any
fifth.
games out of the rooftop?
Nah.
He can't talk about that here.
No, we wouldn't. It's not.
No. But you're like, no, not me. You should try.
Nah.
So wait, so what happened with that W2G you got?
Oh,
You said-
yeah.
So you won 75 grand.
I won 75 grand, and I just took the WG and kind of like threw it in the drawer
Okay.
because I won that like around May, and then.
Or
Well, the
did you think anything about taxes, or did you think when you won that money?
I just was thinking about what am I going to spend this money on,
Right.
So
Money was already spent.
yeah, it was
Money was already spent.
yeah. So got home, took it all in cash.
right.
I thought I took it in cash. I'm going to be slick. You know what I mean? Like you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, but again, anything that's reported to the IRS, they know.
Yeah.
That's like,
Well, I didn't. I thought they were going to know when I gave the WG.
Yeah. You didn't know they had a copy of the W2G.
Yeah. So
Right.
now 2 years pass, and I get a $22,000 bill
Man, accruing interest and penalties.
12% interest. It was something like
man.
12% interest, and
Yeah.
you know, and then I even found out later on that I wasn't even going to be able to write that off once I paid it back.
Yeah, well, did you or your losses? I know that's another big misnomer too. It's you know, they get paid first. IRS does not get paid.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
I learned that the hard way.
Yeah, I mean the thing, and we see this happen a lot, is that what happens is somebody will receive a tax form and the IRS assumes it's pure profit, right? I'm sure you had losses.
Oh, 100%.
Like how much losses
yes.
do you think you had that year?
Gambling losses that year, probably one. I probably had like half of it were losses.
Right.
You know, so
Right.
30. I made 37,500. I made 70, but I probably lost 35. So I won half.
Right. So if you would have reported it on your tax return, you would have at least been able to write off the losses against the gains. And so the tax bill would have been a lot lower. And I'm sure that's what the accountant did to try to lower it and get it taken care of. But, you know, people don't realize that the IRS assumes, you know, anytime they get a form, you get a 1099 says you made $20,000 as a contractor somewhere.
Where was this
it's
at?
Profit.
Where was it?
That was at Caesars in Las Vegas.
Las Vegas. Let's play a game.
Okay. What game?
I'm gonna guess what he wants to ask is deductible.
Okay. I don't know if I want to play this game, but let's do it.
Okay, so Grant wants to ask, when he was in Vegas, if he could have deducted the buffet.
Are you asking me if he could?
Yeah, we're playing a game.
Yeah, of course. Yeah,
I never
a
did
business
that.
meal. You're out there business,
I
right?
I never did that. I never did.
You never deducted any.
I've never deducted.
How about his flights?
So, because if you were like a semi, you were a semi-professional gambler. That was your business.
Yes.
Like you should have been running that. Like, yeah,
you should have put it in an LLC.
Yes, you
treat
should
it like
you
a
should have
business.
been running it
Yeah.
just like a business.
So I only wrote off my losses versus my wins. I never took any
your travel
deductions for any travel, for any hotels. For
that was your bit. That was a legitimate business
No.
for you. So you could have, like the casual player can't really do that. But that was
not over,
that was a business.
Gary.
Okay, keep going.
Research and development. He's thinking about putting a Colombian dish on his menu. To go to Colombia.
Yeah.
A little R&D.
A little R&D.
He wants to write the whole trip off. What can he write off? What can he not write off, Gary?
I mean.
Okay. So next question. Grant wants to know.
Let's make a disclaimer. This is not tax advice for people listening. No, everyone's situation is different. But yes, but potentially you could write some of that off.
For one dish, one item? No, man.
It depends on what you're doing. It depends. It depends.
Right. What were you doing?
I wouldn't say you'd write the whole thing off. No, I'm not saying that. But you can.
Hold on, I'm still in Grant's mind. What were you doing in Colombia? Hold on. I'm channeling my inner Grant.
Okay.
I think we need to play a different game.
Let's play a different game. You want to play some poker?
No. Okay, so what else is deductible, Grant, in your life? What are some of your other expenses? Let's see if they're deductible.
Or what would you like to find a way if it could be deductible? I mean, you have a lot of it. Yeah, go.
I mean, being single, I was married for a long time. I raised 3 kids. Being single, probably dating is my biggest expense right now. I would say dating, like.
Have you tried AI girlfriends?
No. I've been trying AI, though. I kind of like AI.
Yeah, I know. Well,
Yeah.
keep you out of trouble.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, writing off girlfriends is tough.
Yeah, I mean, that's probably where a large part of my
you can start a
proceeds
business
go
with a girlfriend and write that
That
off.
sounds expensive. Again,
it's expensive.
tax deductions
Keep going,
at
Grant.
best are half. They're not fully okay. So yeah, what
let's
else?
keep
What
going,
are
Grant.
you got? Dating expenses,
Dating expensive.
Ubers.
I like to travel. Ubers.
Travel, yeah.
I do like to travel.
I think you'd be a good tour guide. You're an outgoing guy. Talk to a lot of strangers.
Yeah, I mean, I could start a tour guide business if
Yeah.
you guys are interested in investing a little bit.
Sure. What countries have you gone to recently that you think we might be interested in going?
I've been to Colombia 4 times last year.
4 times.
Yeah. Yep.
4 times. Why'd you keep going
He's
back?
single. He already said it.
Oh.
Single. Yeah,
So,
single.
and he's thinking about the cuisine, man. They got good
Cuisine.
food there. He's going for the food.
They have good food?
Yeah, there's some and it's reasonably priced.
Reasonably
You know, it's like here now in New York, you go out to dinner on a date, it's $600, $600. You go to Colombia on a date, it's $80.
So on an AI date, it's free.
AI date is free.
Yeah.
An AI date is free.
Yeah, but I mean, you know, I'm trying to find a wife. You know what I mean? I need to settle down.
Mm-hmm. Again?
Yeah, for the third time.
Huh.
Third time's a charm.
So what else? What else? We got some tax. You know, your whole life. I mean, you got quite a few businesses. You've never had. I mean, when was the last time you had a W-2 job, like 9 to 5?
This is the craziest. That's the craziest question. Is I've never had a W-2 in my life.
Really?
Never.
You've always been doing your
Yeah.
hustles.
So at 18 years old, I started working for a contractor when I was 18. I was actually 17. I turned 18 that October, the summer after my senior year. And I worked for him off the books, cash. The guy drove me nuts. He was screaming all the time, yelling all the time. And I said, you know what? I could do what this guy does. And so I just, you know, anybody that needed anything, I said I could do it. And I couldn't do anything, but I said I could do
So
it.
you
And I would
obviously
learn how
know
to
you've
do it.
always been an entrepreneur. You've always been a business owner. I think a lot of people
Yeah.
don't realize that they are a business.
Right.
You know, anyone working in the gig economy, anyone who's making any money outside of a W-2 is a business. And in most cases, forming an LLC, treating your business properly, being well organized, there are a lot more deductions. The tax code is again, has never been more favorable to business owners, small business owners, tiny business owners, micro businesses, everything.
My first business that I registered as a business, I was like 16 or 17. I was going to Jack LaLanne. That was, you know, Jim. Remember Jack LaLanne? Come on. You got to know who Jack LaLanne is.
Is that the old guy with the big eyebrows?
Yeah, he's Jack LaLanne.
Always drinking juices and stuff.
Maybe they didn't have it out on the West Coast, but here it was very famous.
Okay.
So Jack LaLanne was a gym, and the parking lot was super small. So I approached the owner and I said, listen, I'll valet park all the cars for free. Like, you don't even have to pay me. I'll just take tips from the customers. So I put 4 of my friends there. Every day we'd valet park the cars, and I would keep all the tips and pay them hourly.
Oh, nice.
I needed to do a business bank account. So like I didn't do an LLC or anything. It was just like a piece of paper. I went to the town hall and, you know, Grant's car parking, filled out a thing, paid $15. They gave me a number that I was able to go open up a bank account because it was all change back then. So you had to go give the change to the bank and then they would
change. I mean, look at the head of hair you have. You're talking about rolls of pennies.
Oh, yeah. It was, I
don't even want to ask you how old you are.
And then before you know it, I had 3 Jack LaLannes.
Oh, wow.
Nice.
Franchised it out.
Yeah, I franchised it out.
Yeah.
Nice.
That was pretty much the first, you know, little hustle that I had a business. And I hope.
I mean, how much could you make? How much change is in an ashtray?
Yeah, you're right. Well, there's some people give $1. You know, I mean, we give $1. I mean, I probably made myself at 16, 17, $500-600 a week off of it.
That's a lot back then. When was this?
I mean, we're talking. This is in the 84, 83.
Nice.
You know,
nice.
Yeah. So, Grant, thanks for sharing all of your hustles and enterprises and your gigs. Really interesting stuff, man. Best of luck to you. And don't forget, set aside 30%. Don't wait till the last minute. Come up with a good plan and pay quarterly.
That's right. Have a proactive tax plan. Not
so
just
we're
wait
gonna have to talk about that for the rooftop once it gets open in May.
That's right. We will be at the rooftop. We'll be there checking it out.
There you go.
All right, buddy. Best of luck to you, man.
Thanks so much.
Thanks, Grant. And that's today's episode of 2 Accountants Talking Shit.
If you're making money and still getting surprised by taxes,
you don't have a tax problem.
You've got a planning problem.
Don't forget to subscribe, follow, and send this to a friend. We'll see you next time.
Resonate.